Recording on this end over here.
Ready?
All right, ready.
Okay. Good evening. I'm Officer Leah Ratliff with the Austin Police Department Public Information Office. So, early today, officers were en route to a trespass call at the HEB here at 500 Canyon Ridge Drive. While they were responding, multiple 911 calls were received in reference to a shooting here at the same location at the HEB. Officers arrived on scene at approximately 15:47 hours. Officers located a male subject with obvious signs of trauma. So officers with the Austin Police Department as well as personnel from EMS attempted life-saving measures, and the male subject was transported by EMS to a local hospital. Unfortunately, while at the hospital, the male subject was pronounced deceased at 18:20 hours. So homicide detectives are assigned to the call and are actively conducting an investigation. They do have a person detained for questioning. They are advised that this does appear to be an isolated incident with no known threat to the public. As always, we are asking that if anyone has any information regarding this case to contact the homicide tip line at 512-477-3588. Right now, we don't have much identifying information to give out at this time. And to summarize, so officers responded to a trespass that was upgraded because of the shooting. There was one deceased person who was pronounced at a local hospital. Detectives do have a person detained for questioning, and this is being investigated as Austin's 47th homicide. I'll take any questions.
Yes, so there is speculation and witnesses are saying that the person who shot was a security guard at the HEB. Can you confirm that?
At this time, like I said, detectives do have a person detained for questioning, and that's the only information they're giving out regarding that part.
Is the person that's detained the person that fired the shots?
I'm not sure. I know that detectives do have a person detained for questioning.
And when we talk about trespassing at HEB, what does that look like? How do you trespass HEB?
Well, officers are responding to, that was the call type. They're responding to a trespass call type was what they're responding to.
What made somebody call to say that it wasn't trespass? I guess I'm curious. So those people just walk into an HEB. What made this different?
I don't know specifically. So there were a lot of calls that came in. So this was, so they're initially responding to a trespass call. I don't know the particulars of that. As far as officers responding to different trespass calls, it could be anything. So I couldn't give you specifics for this one.
Do you know how old the person is that died?
The deceased person, no. We have is that he's a male at this time, but no other information that I'm privy to. But that information will be released at a later time when I contact the PIO office.
Did this happen inside or outside?
I believe that it was inside, but I do not know for sure. I arrived on scene shortly after detectives were already on scene.
Were there any people that were injured in, I guess, if you could call it the scuffle, or was the only injury the fatality?
To my knowledge, there was only one deceased person that was the only injury to my knowledge.
Is that close to the entrance or further into the store?
I could not tell you. I do not know.
Is there anything you can explain about what exactly unfolded and what led to the shooting?
No, like I said, officers were responding to a trespass call. While they were en route to that trespass call, multiple 911 calls were received about a shooting at the HEB. I can't tell you any details specifically. I can tell you that detectives are on scene conducting an investigation. And additional information, of course, will always be available if you want to contact the PIO office at a later date for more specifics. But officers responding to one call while they were en route, multiple 911 calls were received. And they arrived on scene and made contact with the person.
Are you able to tell us if, based on the evidence of whatever trespass call that they were responding to, if the person that was trespassing was shot or was shooting?
Oh no, I don't. I don't have the details of the trespass call. I think they might have actually came in a separate thing. So that's why when multiple 911 calls are received, sometimes that can happen. So they're responding for one call. While responding to one call, they received multiple calls in reference to something else.
Will there be further information over the weekend or Monday, or do you have any timeline of that?
I don't have timeline of that, but like I said, that the PIO office, you can always contact them at a later date for more information. And as information is gotten in, it'll be released out to you guys. Any other questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Do you know, or is this an HB question when the store will be open?
I'm sorry, what?
Is this an HB question, or do you know when the store might be reopened?
I'm not sure. I know they're still doing some residual things, and it's just easier to have the store closed off to finish that up. So I don't know a timeline for that one. I apologize. So
Thank you.
I think you'll have to check it out. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn